Hey Gemini, this is going to be your love reading with the person on your mind or the person you're dealing with for the month of July 2021. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I am a professional tarot reader in my life for almost 17 years now. I used to be on YouTube, had a different channel, had a lot of tower moments, got off, and then got this YouTube channel. Then had a lot of tower moments again. So I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where I was or this or that, what's going on with my cancer treatments, all that. So because of my health issues, I am not accepting personal reads at this time from YouTube. But if you still need to get a hold of me, my description is in my email is down below. I still love hearing from you guys. So, all right, let's get into it. As you guys know, it's not going to resonate with every Gemini every single time. The energies can always be exchanged. And what else am I missing? You guys know the drill. You know the rundown, right? Don't get hooked up on the gender of the cards or the zodiac signs. I will tell you if it's a strong energy, blah, blah, blah. I already shuffle and premeditate ahead of time on the cards to give you all that, save you all that time. We are going to take a look at what you need to know, or not what you need to know. We're going to look at their energy, your energy, the mutual situation occurring between you guys. We're going to look at how they feel about you, how they think about you, the mutual possible outcome as of right now. We're going to pull some advice, and then we're going to take a look at what you need to know coming towards you with love or this connection anywhere from now to the next 3 months, anywhere from now to the near future. That could be a warning, a blessing, anything, okay? So we're going to deal our cards, and we are going to get into it. And we're going to pull some clarifiers and then go from there. Okay. All right, Gemini. Let's see what we got here. So your person has the Knight of Cups in reverse for the energy that you are going to be getting from them for the month of July 2021. Knight of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Again, doesn't mean they are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be in their birth chart though, or it could just be the energy. Okay, let's clarify. And then we will go over it. Last shuffle. We have the Page of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups upright. Page of Wands in reverse, also fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, Gemini, to me, your person feels they might be withdrawing from emotion from you at this current time. So maybe you have tried to talk to them or be back with them or work things out or wondering why you're not hearing from them. And they're just withdrawing from emotions. They're closing themselves off. I think that a lot of times a Knight of Cups in reverse a lot of times can mean like their emotions are out of control. It could be that this person has a lot of icky feelings when it comes to you now, like a lot of pain or maybe a lot of memories, maybe a lot of things that went down that didn't go right. Then they could be withdrawing as an emotional defense. If it to me, with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups, I feel like they are doing it out of the simple fact that they feel in their heart that, not even in their heart, but maybe paranoia or their mind, but they're feeling like if they were to engage with you again, it would just hurt them. Like, you would end up walking out from them, you would end up rejecting them, maybe you wouldn't fully forgive them. I don't know the situation that you two went through personally, because I'm only getting the energy, and there's so many of you guys, I don't know you personally, but there's this energy here of like, they are not in the mood to take a risk. They would rather ignore the love and the opportunity, and it's telling me that they know it's there. They know it's there. They know that the opportunity to be with you again is there. They know the opportunity of love is there, but they're choosing to block it out. They're choosing to withdraw from it. They're choosing to ignore it, because with the Page of Wands here in reverse, they're feeling like it's a bad idea. It's going to end up hurting them in one way or another. You know, they could have rejected an offer of yours recently. Knight of Cups in reverse does mean declining an offer of love for whatever, reasons. I think they are, having difficulty thinking about you. I think they're having difficulty with this situation. We'll figure out why as we see like what's going on, but to me at this time with the Four of Cups and Knight of Cups in reverse, they are declining, like they are withdrawing from you at this moment. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, like I said, it's telling me that it's because this is not going the way they wanted to. Maybe they were considering it, but then maybe you said or did something that kind of triggered them unintentionally. Maybe an outside influence triggered them. Maybe a memory popped back into their head that they didn't like, and it triggered them. There was something here that triggered this person to have the Knight of Cups energy in reverse, meaning like maybe they were starting to come back towards you and then it went into reverse, like it backparked. And this Four of Cups is just declining an offer, is ignoring the opportunity for love here, even though I think they're aware that it is there. Your energy at the current time is, which is very unfortunate, by the way. So I hope whatever this is, they can work through it. Maybe you can help them work through it if you want them back. I don't know. But your energy at the current time is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I don't like that because it's telling me in the month of July, if you're not already in that energy, Gemini, that you are very unsatisfied. You have a deep unsatisfaction in your life right now. I think regarding to your life or maybe your finances or what you, like you had this envision of what you want your life to be, and I feel like you probably are in a deeper dissatisfaction because you feel like you're nowhere close to the life that you want. If you wanted the family life, you're a single person living on your own. If you wanted all these things and all these trips and all these accomplishments, you might be getting older and realizing that you're so far away from the goal. And as our lives, as we get older and our time starts ticking away, we get concerned naturally, like, am I going to be able to obtain that life at this point in time? I don't know if I have enough time left. Now, it's never too late to start anything, but the odds and the reality of, are we going to have enough time to accurately, and successfully, tackle this plan? Well, that's another thing, and that is a very real feeling that a lot of people get. And it is a valid concern, and I think like you're just having a deep-rooted satisfaction right now. You might know that two heads are better than one. You might know that you want this certain lifestyle obtained, but you know that your finances alone will not be able to do it. I think that in generally, like, this is also telling me like you could just be like bored in your life with nothing really exciting going on, nothing really that is making you happy, and depression will be brought on because of the boredom. I just feel like right now that you wanted a certain lifestyle, you wanted a certain thing, you had certain ideals in your life of what your life would be, and you have not obtained those things. Maybe you did obtain them at one time and you were young or going through a midlife crisis, or you threw it out the window, or you took it for granted, or maybe you handled it a situation that you weren't exactly proud of. We're all guilty of that. But at one way or another, you either had it and lost it, you were either on your way to getting it and lost it, or you're just not there yet. Like something's missing. Let's clarify. I don't usually take cards that pop out, but the Ten of Cups did just pop out. So I'm going to assume it's, you're unhappy and dissatisfied about not having this Ten of Cups life. This not, the life that I just explained. The family, the home, the house, the vacations, the memories, the joy of being surrounded by, unconditional love, passion, family. 2 more shuffles. We got the Judgment in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright. Ooh, okay, so yeah. You know how when I was explaining about the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and I was saying maybe there was something in your past that happened and you wish you would have handled it differently, or you made a poor decision, or you did this, or you wish you would have done things differently. That's exactly what this is telling me with the Judgment in reverse and the Nine of Swords. It's kind of like you made a choice and you at one point in another in your life, whether it was recent, now, or it was a bunch of choices leading up to where you are right now, and in the month of July, you might start evaluating, instead of evaluating everything that's going on in the outside of your life that you had no control over, you might start evaluating what you did, as a person to stop or to cause this situation. Whether you made some impulsive actions in your past, whether you didn't handle things the way you wish you would have done because your emotions took over, whether there were risk and opportunities that you wish you would have jumped on sooner that you didn't. There are certain things here that a judgment was made and it's done. Like, it's done. You can't go back in time. You can't change it. And you're having extreme anxiety over it. It could be causing you not to sleep at night. It could be causing you insomnia. It could be causing depression, anxiety, migraines, really just not feeling like good, and a lot of times, so the Eight of Swords is like fear and illusions that you're creating in your own head, and Nine of Swords are like, okay, you actually might have a valid reason for feeling like this, so Nine of Swords is a very scary energy because it's like, oh, it's not paranoia. It's actually like a real thing I'm actually freaking out about. Like, this is valid. My feelings are valid. And I think that's why it's like this deep-rooted satisfaction. It's not like it's taking you to your grave. It is causing a lot of upset feelings. It is causing depression. It is causing that. But I think you've been kind of dealing with this energy now for quite some time, to the point where you're almost, I wouldn't say becoming numb to it, but you're almost in this acceptance phase of, well, this is my life. This is just what it is. And it's causing deep-rooted satisfaction over some choices that you should have made that you didn't, over some choices that you made that you wish you wouldn't have. And it is causing a lot of regret. There could be guilt here. There could be fear. There could be I have no idea what's coming up next. I had it. I could have had it. Why didn't I take it when I had the opportunity? Why did I do all the things that I did? Why didn't I do certain things that I should have? And it is causing a lot of upset for you in the month of July. So that is very, very difficult to see. But just keep in mind, Gemini, that feelings come and go. Situations change. A lot of people focus on, like, bad times don't last. But good times don't last either. And a lot of people don't talk about that. So it's like you might have had a good time and you lost it. And now you might be through a bad time. But just like good times do come to an end, so do bad times. Which means you will have that good time again. And don't be beating yourself up if you had a good time and you lost it, because good things end and so do bad things, okay? You don't know what the future holds. You don't know if you could get a certain person back or a certain lifestyle back, or if you will move on to different things that will equally fulfill you, okay? The mutual situation here, though, is quite interesting. So what you are going to be going through with this person for the month of July, if you haven't already, started to go through this energy, and this is mutual, so it's most likely both of you, but it could be them, it could be you, it could be either one. One of you is going to be on either side of the fence here, but it is mutual. We have the Six of Pentacles here. So before I say anything, because I could have a variety of meanings, we're going to clarify to get a more detail on what's happening here. 4 more shuffles. So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Cups upright. Okay, so I'm seeing here that there could be begging. I'm not saying that someone is begging someone to be with them or begging them to see each other or anything like that, but it's very possible, right? This is a card of begging. We have the Queen of Cups here. It's very emotional, like someone's kind of like dropping their defenses. They're kind of like maybe giving up their ego. They're just going for it, okay? I feel like during the month of July, there is going to be an unequal give and take of energy and emotion here, okay? So somebody is going to be putting more energy into it and getting less than they would like to see. That doesn't mean you should give up, but you shouldn't let yourself be taken for granted either. You have to be the one to decide what side of the coin you're on. If you're the Gemini who got done wrong, then you should be getting more energy from this person than you're giving, right? You need to let someone make it up to them, make it up to you. You need someone to prove their worth to you again. You don't want someone to take you for granted. You need to hold firm. You need to know that you're being respected and that someone is willing to be better for you or to change for you. If you are the other Gemini, where you are the ones that might have done some things that you're highly regretful about, highly guilty about, then you should be the one to be putting more energy into this. And if they are standoffish, just know that it's because they might have their own personal reasons. And if you really want something to work, then you will not give up on that person the first time they get upset or concerned or have questions or bring things to your attention that are bothering them. You will be there to reassure them, to console them, to make sure that they know that you're on their team again, to make sure that they know they can trust you. Now, if this is for the cross watcher and you're the one that did Gemini wrong, that applies. If you're the one that did Gemini wrong, things do not fix themselves overnight. And a lot of couples I see go wrong when they're trying to reconcile is because they like to just pick up flirting and pretend like nothing ever happened. But the thing is people will get triggered, memories will happen, and if you do not solve an issue together, if couples cannot learn to solve their problems together, they will not be successful together. And if one of you have a problem, then both of you have a problem, and that needs to be solved together. You cannot give up on each other. There has to be reassurance. There has to be patience. There has to be unconditional love and understanding and no judgment made, okay? So I see like the situation you're going to be going through is this, whether it's you or them, somebody here is going to be emotional, okay? Somebody here is going to be feeling like they're being taken for granted, or they're not getting the acknowledgement that they think they deserve or they want. They're going to be not getting as much back as the attention they're putting in. If one of you is waiting for some significant apology, like, okay, I gave you the time of day again, where's my apology? Where is you telling me you regret what you've done? Where's you saying you don't want to live without me? Anything like that. I feel like somebody's not getting it. Somebody is not getting what they feel they deserve. So that could be either one. I mean, you are unsatisfied. You're having these emotions and these feelings and this guilt of judgments being made. They are withdrawing for a certain reason. They're withdrawing their emotions from this. It looks to me maybe as a defense mechanism or a protective. So honestly, I can't tell what side of the Gemini you're on. I can't tell what side of the relationship you're on, because it looks like you're both equally in your own pain and your own thoughts, and you're both handling it differently. So I'm not sure which one needs to be the one to go harder, to step up to the plate. I feel like because they have like this fear, they might feel like they've already tried with you, they've been there, they've done that, and they don't want to put themselves in a vulnerable position again, which then would make it your responsibility to make sure that they don't feel like that you do reassure them, that you do let them know. And if it's vice versa, then they need to be the ones to do that, I guess. But here's what's interesting is how they feel about you in the month of July is they have the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? They don't trust you, Gemini. And that's a very Gemini thing. A lot of people don't trust Geminis, right? Now when they get to know a Gemini, Geminis have two coins, so sometimes they come off as, Geminis get a bad rep, Like, I know a lot of people who love Geminis, but that's exactly why they hate them. Because they hate Geminis because they love Geminis, and a lot of people don't trust Geminis. And it's like, I don't trust you, but I love you. So, Geminis are very charismatic. Geminis are very likable until they're not, for everyone's opinion, I personally am addicted to Geminis. I love Geminis. But it is very bittersweet because I have my own beef with Geminis, I'm just like, will you stay on one page for 1 second? Stop switching on me, like anything, friends, family, anything. The Geminis in my life are just like, it's very hard to keep up with them. They're very childlike energy. They're very free-spirited. They're very impulsive, too, and we all know that. It could be good, it could be bad. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups upright with the Four of Swords. So yeah, I feel like that this person does have a lot of love for you, and I feel like that they do realize that. But with the Four of Swords here, it feels like they're taking a break from it. They don't, this could be why they're closing off. This person doesn't want to have feelings for you, Gemini, but they do. They don't want to care about you. They don't want to love you. Why? The Seven of Swords energy. They feel like you have sneaky motives. Not to say that you do. You might have the purest intentions ever, right? But maybe you did some mistakes in the past. Maybe they just thought you did. Who knows what you've actually done and what you haven't. But doesn't matter. This is how they feel. So it doesn't matter if you're completely innocent, completely guilty, or if you're a little bit half and half. You've done some wrongs, you've done some rights, you know. You feel like you've atoned for your sins. It doesn't matter if you're completely innocent or completely guilty. This is how they feel. Doesn't mean this is what it is. So don't take offense to that. But this person feels there's something about you that makes them feel like your intentions are not pure with them, that you might hurt them, that you might take them for granted, that you might pull the same Gemini shit, you know, that you, something like that. They don't trust this. They don't trust you, which is why they're withdrawing. They are aware, though, that they have love for you. They are aware that that passion is there for you. They are aware. And I think it deeply hurts them because it's very hard to pretend like you don't love someone that you love. It's very hard to walk away from someone that you love because they're no good for you. And I feel like that this person is putting on a defense, and if they're acting like they don't care about you, if they're withdrawing, if they're acting hot and cold, if they're acting like they don't miss you, if they're acting like they're fine without you, I think it's a defense mechanism because they know they do love you. They know they do care about you, but for some reason this person feels like that they can't trust themselves with you. Whatever reason that is. I mean, that would be up to you two to figure that out, to work through that together. Again, it's very important to know what side of the fence you're on, and it's very important to be very truthful in these situations to get to the bottom line. Like, if you did do something wrong that you have not atoned for yet, that you keep brushing under the rug, that you hope that they'll just get over and forget about, it's not going to work. You will need to address the situation, and you know, some people need to grovel, and if you screwed up, you might need to grovel. Now, I'm not saying beg, because that is the energy. There is like this begging energy that will be occurring throughout the month of July, even if that's not like in secret. Okay, there is going to be, it could just be energy where somebody is sitting here just like, oh my goodness, please just love me back, please just talk to me, please communicate with me, please hit me up, please want me back. You know, it could just be energy. But this could be physical begging. Somebody like, please talk to me, please work this out with me, please see me, please give me the time of day, you know. But yeah, as of right now, their feelings for you are that they are acknowledging they have love for you. I just don't know if they're willing to show it to you. They are, with this Four of Swords, retreating from it. They're taking a break from it, because I think it highly bothers them and hurts them to know that they do care about you, but they don't trust you, so they feel like they can't be with you, so they're retreating. How they think about you guys in this situation is the Three of Cups. So we are going to clarify. Wow. Oh my goodness. So, how to think about you is the Three of Cups, clarified by the World card with the Two of Cups. We all know what the Two of Cups are, right? Like the soulmate, the twin flame, the love card. The bottom of the deck, the overall energy of that question of me asking like what that Three of Cups is about, is the Five of Cups. We all know the Five of Cups is mourning, despair, heartbreak, mourning the loss of someone, okay? This is what I'm getting from this. I originally, when I flipped that Three of Cups, did not want to think that there was a third party involved in this. Okay, I was hoping it was something else. I think that this person, in their mind, thinks that this relationship is done. It's over. It was real. It brought them joy. It brought them happiness. I think that it was something that it was all they ever wanted with you at one point in time. And then I think too many people got involved in your relationship. There are too many people involved in the relationship. There could, when you two split, or if there was cheating or infidelity, if that's currently going on, or if that is something that happened, I feel like at this point, they're thinking like, now let's say, Gemini, you're not the one that cheated. Let's say it was them. Regardless, I feel like no matter what, there have been too many people in between you two. Whether that's friends, whether that's families, whether that's other lovers, whether that's crushes, flings, dates, people, hookups, friends with benefits, or all of it combined. There have been way too many people involved and in between you and them, separating you two. Every time you put a new person in the mix, it brings you two further and further apart. And I feel like that this person, whether they physically see these people around, whether they physically know them, everyone's connected through social media. Everyone knows everyone these days in their town because of social media. And maybe they feel like, even if they know these people or not, I think in their mind, they're like, if I get back with my Gemini, if I try this again, how long until one of these people pop up into our life again? And will I be able to handle that? Will I be able to deal with that? Can I trust my Gemini around them? Or if they're the ones that had infidelity, can they trust them with these people? If they're the ones that cheated, they might be thinking like, well, what if one of these people get a wind of my Gemini and it causes an uproar all over again? What if my Gemini finds out things that are not good for my Gemini to hear? It could be either way. Again, it's very hard to see who is the one. I'm not going to say there was 100% infidelity here, but I'm going to say that there are other people in your mix that cause trust issues in one way or another. And to them, the world with the Two of Cups, they feel like that this relationship is done because of that. I don't think they want it to be done. Again, I think that there are strong emotions here. I think that they are acknowledging that they had a lot of love for you. I think they acknowledge that the passion is there. And I think it is very hard for them to walk away from someone they love because in their mind, they can't trust you or this situation again. I'm going to assume you have not given them the reassurance or the validation that is required for them to be able to trust you, to know that these people or these situations will not become an issue again. That you will not react a certain way or walk out on them a certain way, or that if you are the ones that messed up, that you're the one that really regrets it and you know what you did and you are not going to do that again to them. There is a reassurance here that they have not gotten, no matter what side of the fence you're on, Gemini. Whether even if you're the one that got cheated on, they're not reassured that you won't do it to them or that you'll actually forgive them or let it go. And if you're the one that cheated, all those other things I said right before that. And with the Five of Cups, being the energy, they are deeply broken. The fact that they feel like they have to make this over between you two. They don't want this to be over. They didn't want to lose you. I don't think they wanted this to happen. I think things just happened. And I think it was like a domino effect. And once one domino went down, they all went down. And I think things between you two spiraled out of control. And, again, it's hard to elaborate because I don't know if you're the one that messed up or not. I don't know if they are. But, I would say, like, for example, whoever's the one that messed up here, I feel like that the person that messed up just kept messing up. They just kept bringing more and more people. Maybe they talked crap to a bunch of people. Maybe they slept with a bunch of people. Maybe they got everyone to rally against the other person. I don't know, but there are way too many people now that separated each two. And it's like, you might want it back, and this person doesn't know how to reach you through the crowd. They feel like they blend in now with everyone else, and when you're in a relationship, you need to feel above all that. You need to feel special. You need to feel like the only one. And I don't think that this person can trust their heart with you at this point. That's just how they feel. That's how they think. It's very sad. It is very sad, because I do see a lot of pain here, a lot of regret, a lot of love. It's very unfortunate that you guys are not on the same page. Like, whatever this person needs from you, I don't think you've figured it out yet, how to handle it. I know of one particular Gemini, a woman, who keeps dating other men, and she wants her ex back. And she keeps asking me why her ex won't come back. And I'm like, well, you won't stay single. You keep being in other relationships. And she's like, well, it's not fair for me to have to wait for him. And I'm like, but he's never going to come back. I mean, she cheated on him. And her idea is to continue to date other men until he decides to beg for her back. And I'm like, it's not going to work like that. You cheated on him. He needs to be the one that's reassured. He needs to be able to see that you're willing to stay single and put in the work to earn him back. And if you don't, then in his mind, you're not changing, and he doesn't trust you with him. He doesn't trust himself with you. So I have this one Gemini where her logic is to keep sleeping around until he can't take it anymore. And she doesn't realize that her partner is she's killing him. She's hurting him, crushing him to the point where he's telling himself that his Gemini is no good for him. So I don't know what kind of Gemini you are. I don't know what kind of logic you have. But make sure that your logic adds up to what you want. Because otherwise she will never get her ex back by taking it the road that she's taking it. And she cries over her ex. She reaches out to him in every relationship she's in. She is completely all over the place. She will not take no one's advice. She keeps saying, well, I deserve to be with someone. I deserve to be happy. But your happiness is with your ex, and you're not doing what you need to do. You're not thinking about your ex's feelings. You're only thinking about yours, and that will not help you reconcile with someone you hurt. So keep that in mind. You might need that advice. Some Gemini out there needed to hear that, okay? Or at least keep that for the future. So the outcome between you guys for the month of July 2021. Let's see where July is headed. Let's see what is going to pop off with you guys in July. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. Tell me more. So I see anger. I see impulsiveness. I see recklessness, impatientness. 3 more shuffles. Temperance upright with the Chariot in reverse. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have the Chariot. We also have Cancer. We also have Sagittarius here. So we have all elements, okay? So, yeah, I can see the mutual. Again, mutual. It could be you or it could be them. It could be what you both are experiencing. But I feel like somebody here is running out of patience. They are running. They want something their way. And they want it now. And what happened is something here, a mood, a shift, a personality, an event, a situation between one of you guys. Something's losing control. Someone is going to lose control. Someone is going to, with this temperance, they need that someone is like needing peace of mind so bad here. Somebody is going crazy that they feel like they're starting to lose control. And the more and more they're demanding that they feel okay right now, the more and more they're losing control. And things are going to get out of hand very quickly here. Somebody is going to be doing something very impulsive. And it's not going to benefit either one of you. Whether this person jumps into a rebound, whether this person attacks you angrily through words, whether there's someone lashes out and says some things that they're really going to regret later. Or they do something or they say something to other people that they're going to regret. Somebody here is going to get out of control and do something impulsiveness. So I would be prepared for that, Gemini. Whether that's you, keep that in mind. If that's you, if you're losing your patience or this and that, Keep in mind, when you start to lose your patience, if you're about to do something that you know in the end is going to be bad or you might regret it, try whatever you can to keep control of yourself and to remain grounded. Don't do something that is only going to take you further into a place you don't want to go, okay? And vice versa, look out for it if it's coming your way. If this person starts being impulsive, if they start doing things and acting and saying things out of anger, impatientness, this, that, and third, remember to try to keep grounded, because you can't control the other person. You can only control yourself. So whatever you do, try not to react to that. Just keep mindful, because whatever this outcome, and remember, this outcome is for the month of July. It's not permanent between you two, but whatever this outcome is, I can see that if it is not handled in the best way possible, that it is going to bring you two into a further away from both of your goals, further away from what you two want or what you two need as a couple or individual from healing. You don't want things to get uglier. And to me, it looks like this thing between you two is like building up and it's going to explode. And I feel like it's headed towards a very ugly situation if you two cannot get on the same page with the way you're communicating. And if somebody needs space, because, if someone needs space, if someone needs validation, if someone needs reassurance, if someone needs calmness, if someone is asking for maturity, if someone needs you to just prove that you're loyal, and this is to the cross watcher or Gemini, it's whoever fits it, then that person really needs to keep working on it and not get impatient that they're not getting what they want overnight. Healing, correction is always harder than prevention. So when someone already screws up, the correction is a lot harder and takes a lot longer to fix than if you just prevented the problem. But the problem is already here, right? You're already here because you're already in a problem in your love life. There's something already went down between you two. So the correction is going to take time. It's going to take time. People need that patience. They can't expect things to work as fast as they would if there was never a problem. There's been problems. Problems take time to fix. Your advice is the 10 of Cups as of right now. What is this 10 of Cups about for Gemini? The High Priestess with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 6 of Wands, yeah. So I think your advice right now is to listen to your intuition about what you really want and where your life is really, really going, so you don't make any more choices you're going to regret, so you don't waste any more time, so you don't act impulsiveness. If you know you truly at this point need or want this person, if this person is important to you, if you don't want to continue your life feeling this way or living without them, then you need to really commit to the idea of doing what will not just make you happy, but this person happy too. You need to commit to the idea of reassuring this person or anything like that, doing what you need to do to make sure that this is, a thing. Now, if you're not the Gemini that fits that, then your advice is to simply be like, if what you're longing for is the family life or the house or the love, then what are you doing to achieve it? Like, what are you really doing? Like, let's get brutally honest right now. Are you on dating sites, dating one person after another? Are you doing the same job and not changing your career to make more money? Are you repeating the same behavioral patterns with your exes or with people? Are you not changing anything and expecting different results? Like, what are you really doing? Are you monogamous? Let's be honest with yourself. A lot of Geminis are not monogamous. Some are. A lot are. A lot aren't. Are you monogamous? Do you really want that commitment? Because if you really don't want that commitment, then why are you unhappy without it? If you really, really do want that commitment, then why are you not portraying yourself in a way to get it? Why are you making the same mistakes? Why are you repeating the same behavioral patterns? Why are you not trying anything different and expecting the same result? If you keep going back to your ex and you like, I see people who go back to their ex and they never change their attitude. They are the same way. They're yelling, they're doing this, they do that, they treat their ex a certain way, and then come back and come back and come back and never change. And it's like, well, if your ex is not responding positively to that, then your way of acting or speaking to get their attention is not working. You need to try something else, okay? And if something looked like it was working and then you automatically went sour, like, you have to put the puzzle pieces together when you're trying to figure out somebody. You know, a lot of people don't want to spell it out to you because a lot of people feel like they shouldn't have to. They're like, well, if I tell you what I need, then it doesn't, once you give it to me, it doesn't feel like you gave it to me because you figured it out because I had to write it in the sand for you, you know? And it's like, it shouldn't be that difficult to know how to love me or this or that. You know, a lot of people don't want to tell you how to do the right thing because they're judging your character. They're trying to figure out if you know what the right thing is because you're a good person for them. So, you know, if your intuition is telling you, like, things are not working out, you know, you need to figure out, that is your advice. Like, you really need to be honest with yourself about what you want, what you're doing to get it, and what you're doing to sabotage it. And you need to change something, okay? Because if you're repeating the same behavior patterns and the same cycles and the same chapters keep happening, you need to stop looking at other people and start evaluating yourself. That is the best thing you could do to achieve your goals and your happiness. Now, what you need to know for the near future, anywhere from now to the next 3 months, could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months from now, could be the whole 3 months. It's a little concerning, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to clarify. It's because you got the Two of Wands in reverse, okay? So this is, again, deep-rooted dissatisfaction over the road of actions you either took or didn't take, over a path you wish you would have took but you didn't, over a path that you didn't take that you wish you would have, okay? And again, it goes hand in hand with your advice. Once you find the motives to your true happiness, let me explain it in a way, like, once you find the motive of what really makes you happy, like, what is really going to make you happy, not short term, not what you want right now, but what is the long term, what are your real motives here? Is it just to sleep around? I know a couple Geminis who don't actually want to be with their ex, but just want their ex to always want them. So when their ex starts to move on, the Gemini goes crazy. And I talk to these Geminis and I'm like, but is it because they're moving on, or is it because you can't live without them? And they'll be like, oh, they treated me like shit, I don't want them, da 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 da. And I'm like, so why are you freaking out that they're moving on if you know you don't want them? And, you know, you have to be clear. You have to actually figure out, like, are you crying because someone broke your heart? Are you crying because you feel rejected? Are you upset because somebody betrayed you? Somebody didn't pick you? Or are you generally upset because you really feel like that this is your person and you don't want to live without them? That no one can actually replace them in your life? And if that's the case, then what are you doing to really reassure this person that, you know, are your actions matching your words? Are your words matching your actions? Are you putting in enough time and patience into making them feel secure? Like, how worth it are they to you? You know, these are true questions we have to ask ourselves, because it's either going to help us, A, get to our goal, or B, it's going to help us realize, you know, things and help us actually move on from that person. If you actually don't really want this person, or if you know you screwed up and you know you keep going back to them, then you need to figure out how to get this person back. And if they're not coming back, you need to figure out what you're doing wrong, what they need from you. You need to figure out if you're willing to put in that kind of work. So let's look at this Two of Wands at first. I think, honestly, you're feeling this deep satisfaction because I think you want something from this person, Gemini, and you're not getting it. Or in your love life in general. Yeah, the Sun upright with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we have Leo energy, more Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, you want something, you're not getting it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Something is not kicking off the ground. You're not getting the news you want. You're not getting the deal you want. You're not getting the foundation to even build what you want. Is not getting it. Like, you're like, okay, I know I have to put in all this work to get this relationship or to get this life, but I can't even get the foundation alone settled to start building. Like, I can't even get the concrete ordered. The concrete company won't even bring it to me. The lumber is too expensive. I can't even afford the wood to start building this foundation, you know? It's like there is a feeling of you're just not getting the opportunity to be able to get this back or to start something new or this or that, and it's daunting on you. It is a deep satisfaction. You have a lot of internal thinking to do. You have a lot of work to do, a lot to process, because it doesn't matter what Gemini you are. It doesn't matter if you were the one that was hurt or not. Fact is you are going to have to pick up the pieces and keep going. And you have to figure out what direction you should go in, okay? And that's a lot of hard work, that is. But that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it helped, and I will see you mid-July.